Hey guys, Lord here, back in with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Series Naga. This of course brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro and my local Target, who had this guy on clearance for 20 big ones, 20 Dolores, 20 doll hairs, as a good friend of mine likes to say. And a little bit of an update from the Black Knight Series 2 pack video I did last week. I returned it, got my money back, and grabbed this guy. So there you have it. Everything worked out in the end, didn't it? That said, I gotta tell you, it has been a hot minute since I reviewed a classified series, anything, on this channel. I want to say the last time I did was Tomax and Zaymont, maybe? If I've done anything since then, I couldn't tell you what it is, but I have picked up a couple, literally a couple. I think one of those I actually got rid of. But either way, I haven't picked up a lot for G.I. Joe. I don't know why, they're really solid, and I like the Dreadnought characters like Naga here, and I want to get the rest of them, but I'm just putzing around on getting them, so hopefully I can grab them before they're all gone. That said, speaking of Ollies, they were supposed to get Zorana, but they never did. So if they had gotten her, I would have probably gotten her, but oh well. It is what it is, unfortunately. That said, fortunately we got Naga on clearance for 20 bucks. That's a steal. That's awesome. Makes me want to get the rest of the Dreadnoughts now. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, why don't we cut right to the chase and get to the meat and taters of this review and take a look, see at all good old Naga has to offer in terms of accessories, starting off with his hat. Put on his head here. Just like that. It stays on there pretty well. Don't worry about it falling off or nothing. Looks more complete with the hat. He's got a couple of knives. I can grab them here. Here you go. There's a couple knives. One of them goes on his boot. One of them goes on the back of his belt. The smaller one here goes on his boot. There you go. And you also have this bigger one, which does go on the back. There we go. It's a little stiff, but you can get it on there. He does have this quiver with an arrow that I really had to jam in there to get it in there. I think it's in there as far as it's gonna go. Yeah, that's about as far as that's gonna go. And then he does have this giant freaking Predator arm blade thing. I don't know what the significance of that is, but he's got it. Standing him back up here. He of course comes with a bow. It will go on the back as well. This little piece pops off the front. And will actually slide into the backpack here. Again, like so. And then there's a clip for this bow. I honestly can't remember how I had it in. Something like that. There you go. I think something like this. Better had it the other way. But either way, he's got weapon storage for dang near everything. I want to say it was the other way, but honestly I couldn't tell you. I don't know what way this thing is supposed to be stored. It is super gummy too, so be careful you don't like tear it. I'm gonna get into this clip here. I want to say that's probably how it's supposed to be done, but I'm not a Joe expert. Someone will have to chime in the comments, be like, "Hey, stupid, it goes in that way." That said, he does come with a sniper rifle. with a kickstand. It's not very tight. And then it does have a removable clip and a scope that also just kind of falls off. It doesn't stay on like at all. At least not for me. I've tried both ways. That way it's just kind of loose. That way it's just kind of loose. So if anything, I might have my dad super glue that thing on there, because I don't want it coming off. Same with the ammo clip. I might have him put some glue in there, and that way it stays together, you know. But, you know, wishful thinking, I suppose. It's the thought that counts. The sniper does, I think, have a hole on the end of it. It said you can put the sniper rifle in this little back loop here. That way it hangs off his back like so. Personally, I like to do it this way so it's more up close to him, but that's just me. We'll leave that off though, because that's a more dangly piece. Chances are it's going to stay on his back. I just wish there was somewhere to put the scope. That said, last but certainly not least, he comes with a couple animal companions. He's got a little monkey. A freaking monkey. No articulation on the monkey, which is BS, because freaking Freedom, the eagle, got articulation. Not even anything in the head or the tail. But it's a little freaking monkey. So if you wanted a monkey, you got one. You just kind of perches on his shoulder like so. Kind of hangs out. And the final companion is this warthog. So you get freaking Rafiki and Pumbaa in the same box. I know Rafiki was a baboon. Don't question me on my knowledge of animated Disney films. You will be ultimately schooled unless you go to an actual channel that's focused on those movies. But this warthog is pretty sick. He does have a hinged jaw, which does pop off, surprisingly. I feel like I reviewed something else that did that recently, but I can't remember what it is. Oh, it was Zabu. His jaw pops off too, but differently. This one's like a little clip. He's got a little spiked nose ring there, which is kind of gnarly. But as far as the rest of his articulation goes, he's got like a double ball peg in the head and the neck, kind of, sort of. Can shift a little bit there. He's got a ball joint in the midsection. Then all the legs have a ball joint. Takes forward and back. He's got a single joint in each knee, and then the hooves just hinge. They don't rock or nothing. So he's a little tricky to pose, but it can be done. And his tail can rotate as well. I like to put mine down just so it's out of the way. But that's the warthog. I don't know if he's got a name. I don't know if the monkey's got a name. One of the guys, Monkey Wrench, and then I know there's Road Pig. But either way, taking a closer look at Naga hide. He's got his giant, again, predator machete blade of death there. But as far as his articulation goes, his head will rotate. Pop the head off. I can get his head to hinge down, hinge back up. He's got all these necklaces going on him. I actually swiped this bone necklace for, what's his name there? Kazar? From, whatchamacallit, Marvel Legends. You could throw that on him, I guess. Just have a old Naga hide with the dog tags. He doesn't have a lot of that going on, really, the bone trophies and stuff. But he does look good with that necklace, so I'll probably just leave it. I think I have something for that Kazar somewhere. But, speaking of the Zabu and whatnot, put his hat back on. Can also rotate. Got a little bit of tilt, not a ton. I don't know if he's got a ball joint in the neck. I think he does. Shoulders will go out. He does have a butterfly, but it's not anything to write home about. He We'll rotate forward and back. He's got bicep swivel, double elbow. Nice and tight, not gummy, with pins. Can be done. He's got some separate gauntlet pieces in this bicep piece there. His wrist will swivel and hinge. And crack my wrist. So there you go, there's that. Ab crunch will lean forward 1 notch. It's kind of tricky to get back in there. I wouldn't say back really at all, but he does have a waist twist. Floaty belt is floaty. It's got some stuff hanging off it, so be mindful of that. Hips are on drop down hinges, which are stupid, but at least they're not stuck on him, and they're not loose either. He does kick forward and back just fine though, does splits just fine. He's got a thigh cut, double knee, that works fine. He's got a boot swivel with a hinge and a rocker. Impact holds the bottom of the feet. You want to throw him on a stand. Really like this figure though. I think he's awesome. I think they did a bang up job with him. Definitely a contender for one of my figures of the year, I guess, because it's the only classified that's eligible, because A, he came out this year, and B, I reviewed him on the channel. So, you know, beggars can't be choosers, but at least it's the guy that comes with the monkey, right? The frickin' monkey. Can't go wrong with the monkey. How many figures do you have that come with a frickin' monkey? That can sit on the shoulder, no less. That's it. Why don't I try and get this stupid sniper rifle? That's about my only gripe. If this scope stayed on worth the crap, this thing would be like perfect, because this is a really realistic looking sniper rifle. This isn't some fake Nerf gun good thing. See, it just falls right off. It doesn't stay on. All you guys who want like removable parts and stuff, I hate your guts with passion because of this crap. It doesn't stay on. Like it falls right off. Thank God this is on clearance. Either way, get down there. No, that's as good as that's gonna get, boy. I ain't gonna get on it any better. There he is with all of his stuff, and for good measure, I'm gonna add this little bugger. Even though he sits on his shoulder kind of sideways, what are you gonna do? At least he sits on his shoulder. Awesome figure. You can literally put everything on him. Even the frickin' monkey. What more do you want? Oh, you want a alligator skin carry case? Oh, he's got that too. I almost forgot about this. It's an off cam. It does open. Ooh. But I didn't stress that out. But there you go. There is the innards of that. I don't really know what this is for exactly. Does the sniper go in here? I don't know. Does the sniper go in here? Maybe it does. I can't tell. Looks like something's supposed to go in here, but I have no idea what that is. If it's the sniper, then cool, I guess. There is a peg on it. So you can essentially plug this into his back instead. And there's a handle. But yeah, it's a carry case for something. That said, before this review goes south, because your boy's forgetting stuff and going on tangents about monkeys and all that good stuff, why don't we bring in our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandiboleth, and the infamous Spawn. As usual, towers over everyone, despite the fact Naga Hide's got some height to him for a classified series, but there's no match for good old Al Simmons there. And for kicks and giggles, we'll bring in Pumbaa with his articulated jaw so he can sing, "When I was a young warthog." So that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and for the first G.I. Joe Classified Series figure I've looked at on the channel in a hot minute now. I think the last time I looked at anything Classified Series related was before my 7-month hiatus, if I'm not mistaken that is. I have to say that good old Naga Hide here is shaping up to be one of the best figures of the year, at least in terms of the Classified Series. I don't have all the Classified Series figures I would want to judge as far as that goes, but hey, he does come with a warthog and a monkey in the same box. Woo, woo, woo. So that's got to stand for something, right? So that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.